on March the 12th, 2021, on this beautiful Friday here in the Carolinas, doing what we love to do, talking about Muay Thai kickboxing, really anything. You know me, Johnny Davis Live, real talk, real solutions. Hope you guys are enjoying your day as well. You know, what I did this morning, I did it a little different, kind of changed my schedule around just a little bit, right? Where I got up, you know, did a little work on the computer. Then I went and worked out. And after I worked out, I went and got my favorite smoothie. Oh my gosh, there's nothing better in the world, all right? Than to be, you know, your body's all hot and you get a nice smoothie. Oh man, that feels good. Anyway, that's the way I'm feeling today, guys, feeling good. And you know I got my vaccination shot, you know, last Sunday, so I'm really feeling good right now. Anyway, guys, hey, I hope everybody's enjoying their day. We're going to be speaking to, hopefully, a couple of, trainers, parents, fighters who might be attending the IKF Spring Classic next week. I'm not really sure who all we'll have on the day. I know a couple of people were trying to get on, and we're having a couple of issues. So, you know, it is what it is. I do know that we have Mr. Paul Prairie on, who's the father of two champion fighters and all. And one of them will be attending the IKF Spring Classic on next week in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina at the Landmark Resort. Guys, it's going to be a fantastic event. We want to invite everyone to try to come out to that event if you can. COVID-19 protocols will be in place. We're very proud of our protocols, by the way. We have been, doing since July 2020. We've done 570 bouts, and no COVID issues that we are aware of. In other words, right on Monday, if somebody didn't come back and say, "Man, I got sick as a dog," right? You know, so we're very proud of what we've been trying to do to keep the sport alive here in the sport of Muay Thai kickboxing here in the East. And I think a lot of people are excited about coming to our event next weekend in Myrtle Beach. We got people coming really from across the country to be a part of the IKF Spring Eastern Classic. And I've been talking to them on the phone, been trying to get them on the show, but, you know, everybody's not, you know, open to, you know, talking about things like that. But we wanted to introduce some of the teams and everything today, who will be coming. And again, like I said, people's schedules are different. Everybody can't do it. It is what it is. But you know what? We're going to still have a conversation. And I always want people to know that they're welcome to come on my show and talk about their teams, advertise their clubs, or whatever they need to do. Yeah, I want you to take a moment and like us at AK Promotions on Facebook and Instagram, and also PKB_, and also subscribe to our YouTube channel at Johnny Davis Live with 3 exclamation marks. Let me tell you a little secret. Okay. Next week, Mr. Derek Reams is going to be co-hosting Johnny Davis Live. Okay. So I would suggest, if you want to stay up to what's going on, that you want to like my AK Promotions page, because all the interviews and some fights will be shown on that channel. And yes, YouTube. On YouTube, okay? My YouTube channel. So what I'm going to tell you now, that if you want to check out some of the actions, all the interviews, some fights, and we're going to have a sponsorship fight thing going on too. So if you got a specific fight that you really can't make it down to the beach and you want to see, we're going to probably see, can we set up some little small sponsorship thing that you can pay, and we'll make sure that we show that fight for you on our broadcast. YouTube, guys, you want to go there now and subscribe. Listen, I just hit 100 subscribers. Now, I know you're saying people got hundreds of thousands. I know, but I haven't been on YouTube that long, right? I've been on Facebook a lot longer, but on YouTube, right, I'm building. So we just hit 100 subscribers, right? Hey, would you help me out there? Go and subscribe. Push that subscribe button on my Johnny Davis Live channel, because, again, next week, hint, 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 we're going to be streaming live from my AK Promotions business page and YouTube, just like we are now. It's going to be coming right from this, and we're going to be talking to people, interviewing people, showing some of the fights, right? So go and subscribe to my YouTube channel right now, please. I would certainly appreciate it. Hopefully I have more subscribers by the time I get off the air today. Listen, tickets are on sale for next week, right? For the Spring Classic. So you want to go ahead and get those tickets now. You're going to get the best prices now at akpromotions.org, guys. We have weekend passes. We have separate show prices Friday night, Saturday morning, Saturday night, Sunday. It's going to be one of the best shows in the country. I know for sure on the Grand Strand on next weekend, 19th through the 21st at the Landmark Resort, guys. Get your tickets now, though, because they might take up just a little bit more, right? So you're going to get the best deal right now, guys. And we'd love for you to come out. It's going to be a great time to come out under COVID-19 protocol still. Yes, we're still going to be wearing masks and all that, right? So, but just make sure if you can, try to come out, support the fighters, support the show. It's going to be absolutely outstanding. I'm telling you, I'm putting 110% in this thing to make this a great, great event, right, for our sport, because I know a lot of people are hungry and a lot of people depended on it. Somebody called me today, hey, I can't get my physical over here, because, I'm having issues with all the COVID stuff and they're backed up. I said, hey, don't worry, we can do your physical here, right? He was like, wow, why doesn't anyone else do that? Well, I don't know, but I think some others do that. But we are certainly doing it. You can get your physical exams right here. Want to remind everyone as well about the PKB tournament. You can still register for that on next Saturday at 10. We got a lot going on. We got 2 ballrooms going. The PKB is still open as semi-contact, no knockouts. You can get registered for that event, right, at akpromotions.org up until probably to the door. But, we're getting up there now, probably around 50-some competitors, which is a lot for us at that type of event when we have so much going on, okay? So we're going to limit it because we don't want to do the PKB all day, because we're going to have all-day fights, night fights, and then the next day. But we're going to have a great tournament, some great belts, some great awards and everything. Again, you can still get registered for that event. Hey, see a couple of people coming on. Let me acknowledge them. Jay Desmond. I know Jerry. Jerry used to be a PKB representative for me in Florida. I think he moved to California and everything. He's looking to getting involved with the PKB out there in California. Thanks for coming on today, Jerry. It's nice to see you. Buddy, it's been a minute there. I know you're ready to get back into it, and I don't know what area you're in over there, but I'm sure you'll be talking to Ryan and Jackie over there about getting on board and becoming a part of the PKB California. We're looking forward to even getting it going again. Also, Samuel Adu, he's over there in PKB Ghana. They're doing a great job over there and trying to get everything together. We're doing a lot of training and stuff like that. Samuel, appreciate all your support, and with Hamed Abrahim over there. Thanks so much. I definitely appreciate all the support. Eventually, we're going to have some shows over there, and we're going to have a great time in Ghana. It is coming. One more thing before I go to our guest. We have the hotel information is definitely available on my website at akpromotions.org. You want to go ahead and reserve your rooms right now, guys. You can call them directly at 843-310-3425. It's going to be absolutely outstanding. The Landmark is really a nice place to stay. It's a definitely family-oriented type of place where you can stay and be, comfortable. You know what I mean? It's not like like a resort or nothing like that, but it is a pretty nice place, that you can stay and you can check out. And, I think your family enjoyed it. They got nice restaurants. They have, all kinds of stuff going on there at the Landmark. So good food, as I said, as well, so be sure to go ahead and reserve your room, guys. And so you can be right there with all the action at the event. One of the things that I always, like to see at the event as well, before I bring on Mr. LaPrairie, is the great sportsmanship. This picture right here always reminds me of the type of camaraderie and sportsmanship that we have at our events. That one picture right there, when these guys had just had a fight, a fight to the death. They were really hard fought, but at the end of the day, they were friends. They gave each other power. Hey, man, what a great time. That is what our East Coast Basketball is about. It's not like, maybe some fight events where people trying to kill each other and all that. This is sport. This is technique. This is talent. This is skill. And you're trying to outskill the person, right? And make the best person win, right? That's what it's all about. But at the end of the day, we want to respect our opponent. We want to respect everybody in the room. We want to respect all the officials. And that is what makes this event a great event. I won't have it any other way, right? So you got to show respect for everybody while you're there. And that picture right there is the epitome of it for me. When I see those two guys, I have a lot more pictures where people are, showing their great sportsmanship. Remember to tell your family and friends as well. If they are attending this event, right, that, I have it on the website. We don't want any political hats or caps or shirts on either side. Nope, not the right place. We don't want any marketing or all of that for any type of hardcore political issue going on right now. Come, if you're going to wear something, wear kickboxing, Muay Thai, boxing, fight, MMA, whatever, right? That's what this event is about. I make that very clear to people. Tell your family and friends, right, that we're about the sport. We're about having fun and a good event for our sport. And that's the bottom line, right? So I just want to say that, right, so that if you can help me out with that, I certainly will appreciate it. All right, guys, without any further ado, we want to bring up our next guest there. He's a man who I have been knowing and been dealing with him and his kids and the trainer over there as well and what's it, Virginia Beach, Virginia. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my first guest here, Mr. Paul LaPrairie. How are you, Paul?
Fabulous, Johnny. How are you, bud?
I'm doing good, doing good. So great to have you on today, man. I know you're going 100 miles an hour and all the stuff that you do. You're a busy guy. Yeah, no doubt about it. Hey, let's bring that camera. I put their name up there so we can bring the camera down just a little bit so their name won't be right in your face. There you go. That's better. That's perfect. That's perfect. Paul, man, tell me what's been going on with this COVID thing with you? How have you been surviving that, brother?
So it's actually been pretty good for me, Johnny. To be honest, the place where I work, we got ahead of it pretty early on. Started doing temperature checks, started asking questions at the gate. I'm a retired military guy now. I'm a GS, like a government civilian, so I work on a military base. Our boss, made some pretty good decisions early on. It kind of slowed things down a little bit. We cut down to about 50% manning to try and help with the curve. But truthfully, for me, I've gotten both my shots. So for those of you out there,
hey, good for you. Good for you.
So Johnny,
I don't know how you got ahead of me though. I'm older than you are, man. What's up with that?
So Johnny, that's literally just where I work, right? Like, so the group of guys that I work with, I work for a Special Warfare Command. So these guys are super important to keeping our country safe. So we kind of got a little bit of priority for that. But the really nice thing that I'll tell people, I really almost I was back and forth. I was waffling a little bit on whether I was going to go and get the shots or not. Right. And my boss, was kind of sharing his thoughts. And he said, I'm not trying to influence anybody one way or the other. He said, but what I want everybody to understand is that this command is full of 2,500 people that would jump on a hand grenade to save anybody else here, ensuring their death. So if you can, if you're not willing to just go take a shot, which is probably not going to kill you, you should probably kind of rethink about that. So that did influence my decision. I did get both shots. I felt almost nothing off of the first one. The second one, I felt a little tired after the second one. But the other nice thing for me, I travel a lot, and that has freed up a lot of that for me. I don't have the same restriction of movement kind of stuff. So it's been great for me.
There's a sense of freedom there, isn't it?
Yeah,
there's a sense of freedom there, and again, it is about respect for other people. I think you're absolutely right. But the freedom that it gives you to kind of feel like that, not only have I done the right thing, but I don't feel as threatened by this virus now if it comes and stuff like that. I think that if more people probably looked at it that way as opposed to kind of politicizing it, if you will, I think that it would be a lot more helpful and we can probably get through this thing a little bit faster. Your thoughts?
Oh, 110%, Johnny. I don't know whether you saw a survey. So Israel dumped a lot of money, about $4.5 million into doing this survey about about how contagious people were on the backside, right? Not only will it help protect you because you will get less sick, but the virus only lives in your body for about 24 to 48 hours if you're vaccinated, vice, up to 10 to 12 days if you're not. Right. It works a lot like the flu vaccine. It works like almost anything else, like chickenpox vaccine or MMRV or any of these other vaccines. So I'm glad I got it done. I'll be interested to see what the booster regimen is. Right now, they're thinking maybe it's anywhere from 120 to 180 days where you need a booster. But obviously, super interesting. I got the Pfizer one, and that's a 2-shot series. I know Johnson Johnson came out. That's a 1-shot series. I'm not sure how effective on that scale that'll be, but I think anything's better than nothing.
Right. Yeah, me too, man. I'm excited about it. A few months back, doing all of the Black Lives Matter movement, the protesting, I brought this really smart lady on. And what I'm trying to figure out now, how did this smart lady end up marrying you? I'm just Hey, let me tell you something. And I want to tell you guys who don't know who I'm talking about. One of the most impressive interviews I had throughout that time. I had a lot of interviews. I was all about it, one of the most impressive interviews and the most sincere interviews I've ever had in my life was with your wife, Jenny LaPrairie.
Jen's good stuff, and she has a very different optic. Having grown up